Picture having a peaceful outdoor graduation party. Soft music, grilled sliders, good manners, only to have your rowdy HOA neighbor barge in like she's busting a crime scene. Picture her calling 911, not knowing the governor's daughter is the birthday girl, with her entire security detail in tow. This is not a meltdown by an HOA. This is what happens when snoopy neighbors pick the wrong house and the wrong host. And yes, it was filmed. Rapid jump cut montage. Karen screaming, police arriving, governor arriving, Karen locked in place, neighbor taping. Buckle up, because when HOA drama meets political royalty, it gets real, real fast. If this story made you drop your jaw, wait for what's next to come. Hit that like button if you've ever had an encounter with a Karen in life. Comment below on your wildest HOA encounter. We read them all. And don't forget to subscribe for more real, jaw-dropping neighborhood battles every single week. Oh, and ring that bell icon so you don't miss the moment the next HOA queen is dethroned. She came bursting through my side gate like a twister in stilettos, phone already in her hand and anger graven on her face. Karen, my snoop, nosy, self-appointed neighborhood cop, had lost it at last. This time she wasn't yelling over the fence about garbage cans or mailbox location. No, she was dialing 911, all on account of a pool party. None raucous, just a sweltering Saturday afternoon, decent chow, laid-back music, and a dozen or so friends hanging out in my backyard. Something Karen didn't know about, and something that would later thrust this HOA drama into the national news, was that one of my guests just happened to be the governor's daughter. Let me back up. My name's Liam, and I bought the house to the side of Karen a year ago. The minute I signed on the dotted line, she was dead set on getting me. Maybe because I refused to kowtow to her HOA demand in our first meeting. Maybe because I had the temerity to paint my house a different color without seeking her design approbation. Or maybe, and likelier, because I just plain didn't care about her title, her flyers, or her string of passive-aggressive emails. All year round, I tolerated her micromanaging, gritted teeth. My lawn was too green. There were too many cars in my driveway. My recycling bin was 0.6 feet off where it should have been. I had to tune her out. Summer arrived, and I had a party. You know, I have a little but highly regarded catering company, and I had one of my friends also happen to be the governor's brother-in-law and state security advisor who called in a favor. His niece was graduating political science, and they needed a quiet place to have a little small party. No press, no media, just family and close friends. My place was perfect. Pool, garden lights, rock fire pit. The guest list, low profile but high in VIPs. State senators, a couple of business types, the governor's wife and daughter, and their plainclothes security detail. All was proceeding according to plan, until Karen had other plans. She was standing in her window, binoculars wrapped around her hands, watching every step like a block-by-block stakeout. And at 4:12 p.m. on the dot, she lost it. She stormed onto my property uninvited, complaining about noise ordinances and after-hours parties. Her voice getting loud, she threatened to call the police and did, reporting an out-of-control party with underage drinking. What did she not realize? Two of Lily, the governor's daughter's security officers, were already keeping everything in check. One of them called. Calmly. In a matter of seconds, 2 squad cars were there. Calmly. Karen was seventh heaven. She summoned them over like a mall cop with a whistle, gesturing towards my house and shouting about music and children and criminal behavior. The officers approached. So did one of Lily's thugs. He flashed a badge and huddled with the officers. Karen was certain she was gaining the advantage. And then it went wrong. 2 dark SUVs pulled up to my sidewalk. Out stepped the governor. Karen turned as pale as a ghost. He walked right up to me and Lily and asked if we were all right. Karen attempted to insert herself, uttering apologies. "I didn't know you were here, sir. I was just cruising around the neighborhood." The governor barely acknowledged her. Instead, he addressed the officers. "Is something amiss here?" They shook their heads. "No, sir, miscommunication." Lily interrupted softly. "Hello, I'm Lily. Yes, this was my graduation party." He let his house be used as a host. It's been great. Karen's jaw dropped. The governor's voice went cold. Do you always summon the police to peaceful events? You ruined my daughter's party. Karen tried to cover, adopting victim mode. No, I was just trying to be a good neighbor. A good neighbor, he growled, has sense enough to stay out of trouble and doesn't waste police time. Karen walked home in silence, her heels clicking with the finality of defeat. The story did not end there. The neighbor uploaded a video to the internet that immediately went viral. HOA Karen calls 911 on governor's daughter's party. Within 48 hours, the HOA had an emergency board meeting. Karen was removed from the board, her powers stripped, and she was given a formal warning. Her blinds were closed for weeks. Her binoculars went missing. Her reign over. In the meantime, my catering business boomed. I had folks calling me night and day. I guess being the guy who hosted the governor and survived HOA Karen earns you some serious respect. One toxic 911 call was going to take out my weekend, but instead it changed my life. Typical that justice would come in a black SUV. If you like this, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and hit the bell. More absurd HOA shenanigans and real-life suburban chaos are on the way every week. Don't miss out.